Welcome to Medfield Sports Center. I'm your host, Arthur Leakey, alongside LaFen Farad and Evan Wiatro.
And today, for this episode, we will be interviewing Big 12 Pitcher of the Year, Max Yell.
Max is currently playing for West Virginia, who are in the college baseball playoffs right now, trying to get to the World Series.
How's it going, bro?
It's going good. This is a cool studio you guys got.
Yeah. Congrats on winning last night. Straight game.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. It's not live, so you don't got to worry about that.
All right.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yep.
You can
Yep.
start.
Start off.
Oh, let me start off?
Yep.
All right. So we have a handful of questions for you.
All righty.
First one is, when did you realize baseball could take you to the Division I level?
I would say my sophomore year in high school, I was playing baseball and hockey at the same time, and kind of realized that I was still trending in the baseball aspect compared to hockey. I was kind of average in hockey and realized that I had a real shot in baseball. Traveled around the country playing travel ball and realized that I fit in really well with the best competition in the country at my age at the time, so I would say sophomore year.
Why'd you choose West Virginia to play baseball at?
West Virginia is a great state to begin with. I didn't really know much about WVU in high school. Got to talk to Coach Sabins. He had me an offer, and he was like, come check the place out, see how you like it, do what you need to do. Went here, got to see the field, realized it's like God's country, almost heaven. Fell in love with it immediately. Only 4.5 hours from home, so I was like, why not? Right? Family loved it, I loved it, just felt right, and glad I stuck with it.
What was your recruiting process like coming out of high school?
Early on, very slow. I'm from a super small town in New York. Not a lot of guys play college sports after high school. Kind of just play your high school sport and you're done. So for me, it was, like I said, really slow. Started doing the travel events around the state and slowly started to get interest. So it started to pick up right at the beginning of sophomore year. Started to get a lot of phone calls from a lot of schools. It's pretty cool.
How many offers did you have after your senior year of high school?
I committed to West Virginia very fast. I'd say I was like 5 offers in. I talked to probably 50 schools in the span of a week, but I committed to West Virginia within 3 days of getting offered. So I'd say probably 4 or 5.
Huh. What would you say is the most notable school besides West Virginia that you got an offer from?
I actually got offered from Kentucky, who we just beat, which is pretty cool. Pitt, Rutgers, a lot of Big Ten, ACC, SEC around the upper north, I'd say.
You missed all of last season with Tommy John's recovery. What was the hardest part of recovering from Tommy John?
I'd say the hardest part was the competitor inside me, watching my team go out there and win. Just not being able to help the team on the field was definitely the hardest pill to swallow. Definitely want to be out there in the big moments when our guys were in need of someone. Baseball is that kind of sport where everyone needs to step up, and I felt like it was hard for me not to be able to be that guy. So I would definitely say that.
How did that recovery process change you as a player and a person?
It definitely changed me as a teammate to begin with. Just I picked up on all the small things in baseball that goes unseen. I got to take a step back from the game. Like I said, the competitive mentality. I got to take a step back, not worry about competing. Just got to worry about being a good teammate, doing everything in my power to help the team win with things off the field. So from that perspective, that helped me tremendously. And I think coming back to baseball after I finished my rehab, it really slowed the game down for me. I feel like it's very easy to get sped up in the game of baseball. One thing can change the game before you even realize it. So for me to get a whole year to watch guys compete that are super, super talented definitely helped me coming back into play.
Did you ever have any doubts when you were coming back from Tommy John surgery? And if you did, what motivated you to keep going?
I didn't have too many doubts. Tommy John's a very common thing now, unfortunately. So I had a lot of teammates that have had it. I got to talk to them. Our trainer at West Virginia is one of the best trainers in the country, hands down. So just being able to work side by side with him gave me a lot of confidence. And the guy that did my surgery, he's like the best surgeon for that particular surgery, and I fully trusted him.
You won the Big 12 Pitcher of the Year this year. What did that mean to you?
It meant a lot. I try not to worry about it too much, just because the season's still going on. It's definitely something I wanted to do since I got to West Virginia 4 years ago. So, waking up that morning and getting told I won it was definitely really cool, but got to flip the page and move on,
You had a breakout year this year. What point this season did you realize that you were pitching at an elite level?
It's a good question. I would say Arizona State, when we played them, that was probably our hardest series of the year going into that one. Had a really good outing there. We got the win. We ended up winning that series, and I think that's when I realized, hey, I'm doing this for real. I'm a real problem for a lot of teams this year.
What's your mindset when you're facing a tough hitter in a big moment in the game?
Stick to the approach. I really like to think back to the process, right? All the things I do on a daily basis to prepare myself for the moment. So when it comes down to the big moment, I just tell myself, execute this pitch through the catcher. I love Gavin Kelly and Matthew Graveline or Creed, whoever's catching me, but my mentality is I'm going to throw this ball through you. Fortunately, they're good enough catchers where that's not an issue, but that's definitely the mentality going into it.
Who would you say is the biggest mentor you've had at West Virginia?
I would say Randy Mazey, my head coach, my freshman and sophomore year, has been easily the best mentor I've ever had. He gave me traits so far from baseball as a man perspective. He cares so much about us coming in as kids and leaving as men. So for him to teach me so many things about being a man and the balance between baseball and life and relationships and so many things that you don't even think you talk about with a coach, right? So I would definitely say him.
What's the chemistry like between the pitchers on staff?
It's awesome. We get to the field super early. We play hacky sack for 2 hours. I don't know if you guys play that, but that's all we do. It seems like so we just have a good time. We laugh, we have fun, and then we all know when come time to dynamic before the game or practice, we were able to lock in and focus on the task at hand. So the chemistry is definitely where it needs to be.
Who would you say is your favorite teammate on West Virginia?
That's a hard question. That's definitely a hard question. I have a lot. I can't pick one specifically.
Who would you say is your top three?
Top three? God, I can't do that. I can't because it's everyone, this team is so connected this year to a point where you can't even single out people. I feel like everyone has a trait to be a great teammate, and I feel like we've all learned so much, and we've seen the worst of each other and we've seen the best. So I feel like this team together, there's no pick in between.
What makes this West Virginia team so much more special than other teams you've had in the past?
Like I just said, it's just we all understand, what we're doing this for. There's no quit in any of these guys. For anyone that watches our games, it's pretty obvious. There is zero quit. We've had that in the past. I think the difference between this year is the depth in our pitching and the clutchness in our hitting. I feel like we've had that in spurts in the prior years, but it's been very consistent this year, especially in big games. Bullpen arms coming up huge. Ben McDougal the other day threw 80 pitches. That's the most he's ever thrown since being here, and he's like, whatever. I'm ready. Let's go. So the depth we have in the bullpen and the hitting has been unbelievable.
Has this season changed your confidence heading towards the MLB draft?
The draft is really cool. It's a big dream of mine, but it's out of my control. It really comes down to what team wants me for who I can be as a professional athlete. The end goal is obviously, play professional baseball, but that's something I can't really control. I just got to keep doing what I do on a weekly basis.
Growing up in New York, what was your favorite team in the MLB to watch?
You're not going to like this answer. So I loved Clayton Kershaw growing up. So I'm not a bandwagon, but I grew up liking the Dodgers because I really enjoyed watching Clayton Kershaw.
Interesting.
I know, very interesting.
How would you describe the culture of in West Virginia?
In one word, I'd say gritty. To go off that, it's just like we have like D2 guy transfers, JUCO transfers, you name it. Like we don't have the stars like a lot of schools do that are getting paid $1 million to play college baseball, you know. And it's like that doesn't bother us for a second. This team is so gritty. Our head coach ensures that is that going to be the case. In the fall, we practice in the cold, we practice in the snow, we practice in the rain. It doesn't matter. We're outside getting better. So come time for, you know, these big moments like we're having now, it's like this is normal for us.
At the start of the year, did you expect to be at this point in your season, just for the team?
Yeah, I feel like every day grind in the fall. You know, you look around our facility and there's Omaha written all over it, so we know what we're training for on a daily basis. If you were to ask me, like, if I would have thought it went the way it did to get to where we are, I would have said no shot. It's been very crazy this year, to say the least. But this is what we're working for. You know, we're not done yet.
What's one thing you still want to improve in your game?
Honestly, everything. But if I were to pick one thing, I wish I could throw a little bit harder. You know, a lot of dudes throw 97, 98 now, and I'm, you know, kind of chilling at like the 93, whatever. So if I could get the arm going a little bit faster, that'd be nice.
What would making it to Omaha mean for you and your team?
I mean everything. I mean, the last 4 years I've been here, that's all I've thought about. It's all we talk about. I think this team deserves it more than anyone. I feel like we've worked so hard. So just being able to get there initially would be really cool. But obviously we don't just want to get there and leave. We want to win the whole thing. So just one day at a time.
How do you feel about your chances at getting to Omaha?
I think we have a good chance. I know the team we're playing this weekend is very good. They just had a really good weekend in the UCLA regional, so we got to take care of that. And if we do our thing and play our game of baseball, you know, we'll be where we need to be.
What's your favorite stadium that you've ever pitched in?
I would say O'Brate Stadium, Oak States Field, is beautiful. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. That's like one of the top baseball fields in the country. And Texas's field is really, really nice. I threw there my freshman year. There was like 15,000 people there. It was crazy.
What's your pregame routine like?
Get to the field probably 3 hours before, play some hacky sack, drink some water, eat some food, kind of relax a little bit, you know, just try to chill out the body and the brain. And then about an hour and a half before I start to roll out, do all like the lax ball rollout, roller, and then I'll probably hit a dynamic, stretch, some mobility, bands, plyos, and then throw, and then game time. Pretty simple.
Who's the funniest teammate on the team?
Funniest teammate? There's a couple. I'd say Carson Estridge is hilarious. JD Costanzo, also very funny. Creed Erdos is a funny dude. Creed's like a guy that doesn't try to be funny, but he just is. Like, he doesn't talk a lot, but like when he has something to say, it's always super funny. So I'd say those three.
If you weren't playing baseball, what sport do you think you'd be playing?
I'd probably be playing hockey if I were to.
You're a tall guy, though. Did you ever think about basketball at all?
I played so when I stopped playing hockey my sophomore year, and I started playing basketball just to stay in shape in the off season. And I enjoyed basketball, but I like the contact in hockey.
Who you say inspired you growing up?
I'd say, you know, there's a lot of people, but if I had to pick one, like my dad for sure. Growing up, he would drive 2 hours to work, come back down, pick me up, drive 2 hours back up to Buffalo for practice, then drive me back home on a daily basis for hockey and baseball. And never missed a game. He's been to like every series this year. You know, he's just like he's exactly how I want to be when I'm a dad one day, and just knowing that I have someone like that in my corner, you know, it's a beautiful feeling.
Must be.
Do you know when your next pitching start is, or if you know it all?
I'm assuming I'm starting next weekend. I haven't been told anything,
Okay.
but if I were to guess.
We don't have any more questions for you. Do you have any questions for us, actually? We forgot to ask
Yeah,
that
where are you
last
guys from? I need some details.
time. We're from Massachusetts. We live in Medfield. It's like,
Medfield?
yeah, it's like 40 minutes out of Boston.
Okay. You guys know Andrew Middleton?
No.
No.
I don't know.
He was at UMass, and now he's at West Virginia. He just hit the portal.
Oh.
He's from Boston.
Yeah, none of
Pretty
us
sure.
play baseball. Did you guys play baseball?
No.
We were going to have some guy come who plays baseball, but he couldn't make it.
Just cool question. Did you feel like a sigh of relief finding out you don't have to play UCLA at all?
No, not really. I feel like
He's a UCLA
I feel
fan.
like
if
we
you
want to play.
couldn't tell.
What's that?
He's a UCLA fan.
Are you?
Yeah.
And
So-
you said me being a Dodgers fan's interesting. That's interesting.
I actually don't know. Why are you a UCLA fan?
Yeah, I liked the colors when I was younger.
Oh, that's
You
it?
like what?
I liked the colors when I was a kid.
Blue and yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, blue and yellow.
Isn't West Virginia blue and yellow?
Maybe I'll become a West
Golden
Virginia
blue.
fan.
Golden blue.
Golden. Well,
A little bit of darker blue. Same gold. You guys ever been to Chatham?
No, have you?
No.
In the Cape Cod?
I have before.
I played summer ball for Chatham Anglers
Oh, really?
freshman year of college. It's a really cool area. My brother's roommate in college lives in Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Gloucester.
You guys familiar with that
Yeah,
area?
yeah.
Yeah.
How many siblings did you have
Yeah,
growing up?
he works at like one of the siblings. I have an older sister and an older brother.
Oh. Did that have, like, anything to do? Did they, like, inspire you anything? Did they play baseball or softball?
Oh yeah. My sister, she grew up swimming, and I didn't realize how hard swimming was until I tried to do it with her, and I was like, okay, well, you're pretty good at this, and just her determination for something that hard that goes unnoticed definitely motivated me. And my brother especially, he's 6 years older than me, and growing up, like, I never wanted to go outside and throw the baseball around or whatever, like run. And he'd make me do those things, and I'd be like, no, I don't want to do it. And he would make me regardless. And looking back at it, like, if he didn't have me do those kind of things, like, where would I be at now, So they had a huge impact on my life as well.
That's good to hear.
Does your brother play baseball, or did he back in like high school?
Yeah, he played baseball in high school. He ended up going to Baldwin Wallace. It's a D3 school in Cleveland, Ohio. He played football there for 4 years.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
really good D3. So he did that, and my sister just went to college. She didn't swim in college, but she runs like triathlons now and like marathon. Like, it's insane what she can do.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That is impressive, yeah.
I think that's it for us.
Yeah, I
That's all
think,
we got.
yeah.
If you ever come to Boston, just let us know. We could give you like a tour of the city.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. You guys did great.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Appreciate you guys.
Pleasure having
Yeah,
you
of
on.
course. Pleasure having you. Thanks for tuning into this episode.
Well, we have more interviews lined up soon.
Make sure you like and subscribe.